cross ice. Burrows couldn't take the pass. He would have had a great shooting opportunity there. But he maintains control off the wall. Hard pass goes across the slot. And Volsky there to clear the zone. With help from Upshaw, puck goes back to the Vancouver end. 30 seconds left in the first. Both teams changing as Ehrhoff wheels out of his own end. On the backhand, dumps it deep into the left wing corner. Morris to it first, pressure by Hansen. Now Whitney off the boards, clears to an open wing. Puck slides into the Vancouver end. Now Holzer first one to it. 15 seconds left in the first period as Yannick Hansen will bring it out. Has Torres and Holzer with him. Let Hansen put the puck into the Phoenix bench. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. 9.8 seconds left in the scoreless first period.
You have to believe that this amount of hard work is going to pay off sometime in the second period and perhaps the third as well. But the Canucks just have more jump. They're getting the loose pucks, and they're getting a lot of offensive chances. Just haven't got one by Brizgalov yet. Aaron Rowe backhands the puck in. It bounces in front of Brizgalov. He'll play the puck to the side of the goal as the final seconds tick off the clock. And the first period comes to an end. A much better opening 20 minutes day for the Canucks, but we are scoreless after one.
Stay the course. Don't get frustrated. Good period by the Canucks. Canucks no score, Coyotes no score through 20 minutes of play on King of Floors Hockey.
This is Jerry from Rand Automotive with fantastic news for our clients and downtown automotive customers as well. Mike Bostic of Downtown Automotive has relocated to join the team of service professionals at Rand Automotive. This makes our great team even greater. Mike and I wish to invite all his clients to visit randautomotive.com or call Mike direct at 360-1760. The one thing the Victorians have counted on for over 25 years is quality people and quality service at Rand Automotive. Call 381-5455.
The home of the Vancouver Canucks. This is PHX 1070.
Still scoreless after one period of play. Canucks and the Coyotes. As we head downstairs, Joey Kenner standing by with Mason Raymond. Joe.
Thank you very much, Rick Mason. How happy are you with your start to this game compared to what transpired last night?
Yeah, it was obviously a lot better. I think we reserves were after last night too, but last night's fast. Forget about that. Obviously, move forward to a good first there by all the guys. Everybody was jumping and had some good shots. And, didn't pump one in, but hopefully we continue to do that in the second.
Knowing how good Ilya Brizgalov has been the past year and a half for Phoenix, how important is it to get more traffic in front of him in the Final Four?
Yeah, every goal for that matter. We've talked about sport traffic. Great scrambles when you're getting shots to the net there and bang home that second and third effort. So myself, everybody else got their effort there.
And finally, just talk a little bit about the approach to this game. All business around that locker room, wasn't it? I'm sure not much needed to be said before the team went onto the ice for warm-up.
No, I mean, again, last night was last night. We forgot about that, move forward. And we're obviously going to be judged here tonight on how we respond. And I think we came out hungry in the first. We have to continue to do that.
Mason, thanks for this. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Mason Raymond with one of the better chances of all the Canucks in that first 20, but these two teams remain scoreless, right?
Thank you, Joe. And 4 goals for Mason Raymond this year, 3 of them game winners. First period player interview brought to you by McDonald's Premium Roast Coffee. Visit McDonald's and enjoy any size coffee free all day, November 15th to 28th. Only at McDonald's, the official restaurant of the NHL. No score, Canucks and Coyotes. After 20 minutes is next on King of Floors Hockey.
PHX 1070 presents the PHX Lucky Canucks. Listen carefully to every Canucks broadcast for the Lucky Canucks. Remember the name, then listen to me, Al Farabee, the next weekday morning at 6:45. Be the qualifying caller to correctly identify the Lucky Canuck and you'll win a gift certificate from Smoking Bones Cooksack in Langford.
Today's Lucky Canuck is Christian Ehrhoff. That's Christian Ehrhoff.
It's the Lucky Canuck from Smoking Bones Cooksack and Victoria's News Authority, PHX 1070.
Top professional athletes all keep learning, keep practicing to stay at the top of their game. And if you're a management or sales professional in any industry and want to get ahead, you need to call Randy Hanatko at Sandler Training. With one-on-one coaching and weekly training sessions, Randy will help you get results. Randy helps professionals who are 100% committed to long-term sales growth and profitability, no matter what it takes. So if you're deadly serious about getting better, call Randy Hanatko at Train West Management and Consulting, part of the Sandler Training Network, 250-382-1272.
Your home for Canucks hockey. This is PHX 1070. After 20 minutes is brought to you by the Rosedale on Robson Suite Hotel. Come and catch the action live with a Canucks package from the Rosedale on Robson Suite Hotel. Tickets in a suite in the heart of the sports and entertainment district. Book today at rosedaleonrobson.com.
Coyotes bring it in. They'll set it up right wing boards in the circle. Plays it out front. Great save by Luongo. Another great save as he lays down the strip that stops Jesus from point-blank range. Are you kidding me? Stop that. Rabada makes another shot towards the goal. Luongo knocked that out of the air. They have been going wide, and the rebound's cleared all the way down the ice. But two beautiful stops by Roberto Luongo keeps this a scoreless game. Backdoor backstop, and then laying down the paddle. Welcome back to Rogers Arena, scoreless hockey game. The Canucks and the Coyotes, the bounce-back game, still a possibility for Vancouver, but they've got some work left ahead of them. Blake Price with you here after 20 minutes, brought to you by the Rosedale and Robson Suite Hotel. We'll talk with Jeff Patterson about what we've seen here through the first 20 minutes of hockey. Let's find out what's going on in the rest of the sporting world with Karen Thompson.
But first off, let's go elsewhere around the NHL. Oilers and Ducks tied at 2 after 2. Dustin Buckland scoring a minute and a half into OT as the Thrashers beat the Islanders 2-1, while Nick Lidstrom played overtime hero in the Red Wings 5-4 victory over the Flames. To the CFL, will it be a repeat or redemption as the Riders and Alouettes meet in the Grey Cup for the second year in a row? Saskatchewan holding on to beat the Stamps 2016, while Anthony Calvillo threw for more than 300 yards in the Owls' 48-17 victory over the Argos team. 14-10 has the coverage for you next Sunday starting at 1:30. Sunday Night Football, Giants trailing the Eagles 13-3, that one nearing the half. And FC Dallas is up 1-0 on the Colorado Rapids in the MLS Cup heading into the second half. Play Safeway's $1 million score and win. If any Vancouver player scores 5 goals in tonight's game, Victoria Clark of Vancouver could win $1 million. Shop and swipe at Safeway, and you could be our next lucky winner right here on the Canucks Radio Network. Back to you, Blake.
Thanks, Karen. Let's take a quick look at the sports action props updates right now. And both my ticket and my intrepid producer, Trevor Martin's, well, we're both alive. We're just not making a whole lot of ground up right now. Looking for a Phoenix power play goal. 1, that's all I need. Don't worry, Canucks fans. They don't need 3. I'm not hoping for 3. I need 1 Phoenix power play goal to pay out of 170. And Ryan Kessler needs to get to 4 shots on goal. He's got 1 right now. So, alive. I don't know if I'm doing well, but I'm alive. That would pay out $1.60 if Ryan Kessler does get to 4 shots. Trevor's ticket looks like this. Vancouver needs to be second to score. Coyotes first. Pay out an even 2. Huge odds on that one. Nobody scored just yet. In Vancouver, power play goals have to be kept to 1 or less for the under to pay out for Trevor Martin's at 140. That's your sports action props venue update. Head to Sports Action's website, bclc.com/sportsaction for all of today's props and tomorrow's matchups as well. Or head to your favorite pub or lotto store and bet on almost anything that can happen in the game. Sports Action, know your limit. Play within it. Guests on Canuck Broadcast receive a $100 gift card from Best Buy, the preferred consumer electronics supplier of the Vancouver Canucks. Jeff Patterson's here alongside me after 20 minutes as the Canucks and the Coyotes are scoreless, and this was supposed to be the bounce-back game. Have we seen it? It's a scoreless game, but have we seen at least the markings of a bounce-back game?
Well, I think we've seen a concerted effort that was certainly better than anything we saw in your last night against the Chicago Blackhawks. But my question is, if that's it, was it good enough? They're in a scoreless tie against one of those teams that I think the Vancouver Canucks feel they are better than. And really, what did the 20 minutes yield? You know, a decent start for them. They were shooting Phoenix 9-4 at one point, but the Coyotes came back and had, I think they outshot the Canucks 5-1 over the final couple of minutes. Now, they had 2 power plays there, but no power play opportunities for the Vancouver Canucks. So, yeah, they had time in the Phoenix zone. I thought they had zone time. Did they have quality scoring chances? There were a few in there. Mason Raymond had a chance in tight about 5 minutes into the hockey game. Michael Samuelson doing a little bit of a flyby through the slot, long shot from the point, got his stick on it, redirected it just wide. So, better, but in my opinion, not good enough in that they didn't come out of this with the lead. And I'm just doing some quick math here off the top of my head. Correct me if you know that I'm wrong. I don't think the Canucks have scored a first period goal since the game in Toronto over a week ago.
Yeah, it's been a tough season of starts, really, for the Vancouver Canucks. They found themselves chasing, we of course know the stat now, 5 of 6 games they found themselves down 2-0 in a hockey game, and they've come back to win 1 of those hockey games so far this season. This has been a better effort, but it almost looks like an opportunity lost in some ways too, Jeff, because Phoenix is very, very sloppy with the puck in this hockey game. Both at the, it's funny, the magical blue line here, both at their own blue line, coughing the puck up, and if they are so lucky to get as far as the Canucks blue line, coughing the puck up there as well. It's unbelievable how many times they turn the puck over.
I'm starting to wonder if the blue lines here aren't made of Velcro or something. Yeah. You think back to Manning Malhotra against the Detroit Red Wings, Pavel Datsyuk kind of slipped, lost his footing just inside the blue line. Same game, Henrik Sedin, same spot on the ice. he lost his footing, he lost the puck, and the wings went back the other way. We saw it a couple of times last night at Yandel, and it's perfect because his name rhymes with handle, and he was having all kinds of trouble handling the puck here tonight. He was one of the guys. But, yeah, I would agree with you. I mean, you know, the Phoenix Coyotes didn't look all that sharp. And remember, they had the extra day off here. Canucks right back at it after the loss last night. But I think, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I've watched every minute of Phoenix Coyote hockey this year. I don't think you can find anybody that says they've watched every minute of Phoenix Coyote hockey this year. But I think pretty much as advertised. You know, they're not going to overwhelm you. They're not going to do an awful lot in terms of highlight reel material. Everything they get is through hard work, and I thought they worked reasonably hard, drew a couple of penalties in that first period. But I do think that this is a team that the Vancouver Canucks should be able to beat if the Canucks are on their game. And, well, there's still plenty of time here tonight to figure out if the Vancouver Canucks are on their game.
Defensively, things look a lot tighter, too, in that first period. Much better. They've gone back to the old defensive pairings. And, again, we're going to have to remind ourselves as to why Levine went away from Edler, Ehrhoff, PHX, and Hamhuis in the first place, because it seems to work a lot better.
I'd agree with you. At the same time, let's take into account who they are playing. You know, I mean, you look at the Chicago Blackhawks, they've got enough top-end talent to turn you in circles, and they did that to the Vancouver Canucks, finding the guy on this Phoenix Coyotes roster that is going to beat you one-on-one. Ray Whitney's been playing this game a long time. And
well, Aaron Rome had to hook Wojciech Wolski. We saw
Wolski's probably, you know, in terms of sheer talent, he's probably the guy that can dangle on that hockey team. And you're right, gets in behind, or at least between Aaron Rome and Andrew Alberts, and it's Rome that had to haul him down, drawing that second Phoenix power play. But, no, I mean, the Canucks do look tighter, but I do think you have to take into account who they're playing here tonight.
Penalty kill looked great as well, and, you know, that's been... It's not really been an issue. Either special teams. I mean, the Canucks go 4 last night, and because of the team that was ahead of them, very not so well in the power play. The Canucks are the top power play unit once again in the National Hockey League. They just got to make sure they get the other team committing penalties against them, I suppose, the key thing.
Right, and we've been saying all season long, you know, what do you want from Roberto Luongo? You want that save, and, you know, we haven't seen that save from Roberto Luongo an awful lot, but I think he's going to be hard-pressed to come up with anything better than that, more dramatic than that. You know, again, there's not a goal in this hockey game, and somebody will end up winning, and it may end up being the Phoenix Coyotes, but that very well could have been the save of this hockey game. Terrific stuff, and, you hate to say that anybody on that Canucks team quit last night, although I think you can make a case that it looked like collectively the bunch did. There was no quit from Roberto Luongo, and you love to see that. I mean, stay with the puck, Whitney rings it off the post, it's there, it's loose to the side of the net, Hansel with a good whack at it, and that thing should have been in the back of the net. Instead, Luongo gets the paddle down, makes the initial save, puck still trickles to the line, and I think caught a bit of the post the second time around as well. But, you know, those are the types of saves that the Vancouver Canucks are looking for. That's what Roberto Luongo gets paid the big bucks to do, and he delivered there. So, you know, it's the old cliche about your goaltender being your best penalty killer. In that instance, certainly that was true.
If you want to give some kudos to a guy like Roberto Luongo, or maybe it's still critical of the fact they haven't scored a goal, get a hold of us the Wireless Wave in-game inbox at any time. LiveandTeamRadio.ca, text us at 10-1440, all brought to you by Wireless Wave, your Rogers experts. Visit them in a mall near you. We should get some play-by-play on what we're seeing right now. For those people sitting sort of in the 120s and into the 1-teens and the corresponding 300-level seats, no scoreboard TV for them for the entire first period, and he was black. The other two sides of the square, if you were working, but not these two sides. So as we speak right now, they have lowered the scoreboard all the way to ice level in an attempt to fix things, and are now yanking it right back up. But it's something else to see a scoreboard that large.
There's guys inside it that are working on it. I'm just wondering, I mean, I phone the cable company and I have to wait days to get service. I mean, you call for a Jumbotron repair, and I guess when it's Rogers Arena, they've got the right people on the job. But I didn't realize that there are guys actually inside the hub of the Jumbotron right now as it's being raised back to its position for the second period. I don't know if they're ultimately going to get this thing done, but I don't know how you get out of there. I'm thinking that they're trapped in there until at least the end of the second.
It's pretty cool, man. It looks like the Millennium Falcon. There's a lot of electronics going on in there.
They may need those Canadian military troops to get in there, repel from the Raptors like they did before the game to get these guys out.
Well, you know what? For a second flinched, he goes, "Oh, those guys going in to fix it?" I honestly did think for a second there that the guys that were rappelling down there as part of the pre-game ceremonies on the Air Force, I thought they might be repairmen for a split second, and then very clearly no, they were search and rescue. It was. It still is Armed Forces Night here, Rogers Arena.
Where do you get replacement parts for a Jumbotron on a Sunday?
Yeah, and especially on a Sunday. You know, Monday the Jumbotron store's open, but on a Sunday, God, I don't know. Armed Forces ceremony to follow this hockey game as well. Still lots to come. The Canucks need to move their feet a little bit more. Those stills, don't you think, Jim? They need to get a Coyote to the penalty box.
Yeah, and I like the fact that some of the guys we talked about on the post-game show last night that have been struggling. I thought Mason Raymond,
Yes.
who at times was noticeable. I thought Peter Schaefer had a couple of good shifts, including on the penalty kill there one time, and you want to see more out of that. And you talk about keeping his feet moving. I thought he could have drawn a penalty when he was playing up against the wall on the far side from our vantage point.